Hey guys, how are we all? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for Capricorn placements. So if you have Capricorn as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So let's get into your reading, guys. Angels of love and light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Capricorn placements? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear for the current energies of this week of the 28th of July to the 3rd of August 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Please and thank you. Just cutting up the deck for you now, and a couple of cards wanted to come through. So we have the Six of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and we have the Justice card, Libra energy. Lots of air coming through, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. With the Devil, Capricorn energy, there's you, okay. With the Eight of Cups, the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Wow. Guys, I feel that there's been a lot of overthinking here, a little bit of analysis paralysis, right? I feel like you have been doing your utmost to try and stay relatively calm, relatively cool, collected, but you could be feeling a bit overwhelmed with a few things going on in your life, right? It may not necessarily be anything idealistically as to how you would like your situation to be, right? But I feel that you've been doing your best here to keep yourself in balance, keep yourself in check with whatever you're dealing with, and take it a day at a time. I'm hearing take each day as it comes, type of thing, right? I feel like you're trying not to necessarily look too far into the future, okay? And I'm also hearing it's important not to be too focused on the past either, right? Try to center oneself, be grounded, and focus more on what you're dealing with at present and how you're feeling at present. Because I feel that there's been a lot here to do with just wanting this sense of peace, right? The sense of calm, and to move yourself on forward and have this new cycle take place in your life, this new beginning, this fresh start, however it may pertain to you. But um, I feel that you've been doing everything you can to get yourself closer to this potential goal, this aspiration of what it is that you have in mind, set out or laid out for yourself. But you may feel like the goalposts keep moving, right? Or certain things keep cropping up in your life, and it's just a pain in the butt, is what I just heard, basically. And I feel that you're not necessarily wholeheartedly kind of supported in something that you're enduring right now, right? I feel that, yeah, there are most likely a couple people in your life that may check on you or have you, but they may not necessarily know the full scope of the emotions, the roller coaster, as it were, that you're actually experiencing. And you may feel like you don't feel you're able necessarily to let these particular people know about what it is that you actually are going through, okay? And I'm hearing that you may be kind of looking at a bit more within yourself as to why that may be the case. Why you may feel like, actually, I feel like I'm doing them a favor by keeping it all to myself and not actually letting them know of the issues that I've got currently going on. So I'm picking up on this sense of feeling like a burden. Um, Feeling like a burden. It's interesting how I'm sitting here. I'm like got my hand on my lip like this, like I'm thinking, like in a thinking position, but very much a pondering type of energy about whether I should actually open up about this, or do I just keep it to myself? Oh, it's probably safer if I just keep it to myself. I'm not sure what they're going to say if I was to actually let them know what I've been thinking and feeling and going through, or let them know genuinely, the truth of the matter of what it is that I'm actually dealing with. Because maybe you feel like you've, said a few things here, but not the full picture. And I feel like you're wanting to open up, and you're wanting a particular person that's close to you, or a few people that you can trust, I'm hearing, to know more. But this feels scary. This feels scary. This feels daunting. Um, so maybe you're trying to do a few things as of right now to soothe of yourself, to um, I'm hearing try to cope with it or manage it or deal with it on your own, so you aren't literally feeling like it's a last resort to open up to somebody else and then you're not having to serve anything. But there's something not quite healthy about keeping it all to yourself and bottling it all up, and also having that particular thought process of feeling like you're a burden to somebody else because you're opening up about something you're dealing with. And especially if this person or these people really do love and care for you and want to see you happy and want the best for you, and they are, solid in your life, then of course, like, as much as you would be there for them, and they know that, I'm hearing to be true, right? They know that you would do that for them. So why can't it be the other way around? So I'm getting that. Let's look into this a bit more. 707 just come up on the timer. What was this? The Hang One, Pisces energy. Pisces placements may be important here. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's very independent, who has dealt with a lot on their own, okay? Whether that's because you've not had much choice in the matter, or there was just a sense of you taking on a lot, maybe at a young age, okay? I'm hearing parentified. Parentified. So, you could have been a child or a young adult, a teenager here, and you were seen as the mature one, right? You were seen as somebody that was kind of treated as an adult when you were actually a child or a young teenager, right? And so, you came up with possible solutions to people's issues, and you helped, ground them or mediate certain things. And I'm hearing that these others weren't fully there to reciprocate in the way that you were in regards to them, and it's taken its toll. And so, therefore, now there's this realization that actually this all played a bigger part in how that it's created you to be the individual that you are today, and having potential issues here about expressing your wants, your needs, your desires, and for your emotions to be met. Okay, wow, deep, guys. Gosh, was not expecting that. Wow. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's you flying out again. Okay, with the King of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel that, what was I saying about being parentified, right? The Knight is like a teenager here, or okay. And then we have the adult. So you were young, but yet you were treated like an adult. Okay. Or maybe you have children yourself, potentially. And so there could be something coming up where you're realizing you don't want to do this in regards to your own children. You don't want them to go through the similar experience that you went through. So I feel like you may have been working really diligently at looking at how you can be the best that you can be to show up for your child, and for them not to experience what you have experienced, whether that is on the same lines of what you went through or something else, okay? But I feel like you've been juggling a lot here. Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse. You weren't able to have fun. You had to take life very seriously. I'm hearing not allowed to be a child. Maybe you're reminiscing about your childhood or your upbringing. Um, Maybe you're kind of wishing that you could do more things right now. Um, that kind of heal your inner child, I'm hearing. Like, there could be certain things that haven't been, yeah, looked at. Wow, all my cards are upright, guys, but the reason they're flying out reversals because the messages are really strong. Four of Wands in reverse. So yeah, things were unbalanced. There was disharmony. There was difficulties. Okay, you weren't you weren't really. I'm hearing encouraged or supported in the way that you should have been. Yeah, Five of Swords. There was always conflict or chaos or difficulties. Okay. Wow, in the home with the Ten of Cups. I mean, goodness sake, right? Everything was painted to be a certain picture here, but it wasn't true. I'm actually hearing somebody say, like, for instance, you have two children, right, and they're at the playground at school, and, like, for instance, your mum or your dad has come through and have done off something, and then the other child says to you, wow, oh my gosh, they're so amazing. Like, I wish that my mum was like your mum or your dad or what have you. I wish they would do something like that for me, etc., etc. And then you're sitting there going, well, it looks to be this certain type of way, but I don't think and feel like they're the this, that, and the third, right? Actually, my intuition is telling me something's really off, but maybe I should be grateful. Well, not necessarily grateful, but that I have this, when actually there was some sort of dysfunction going on there, but you were too young to know or recognize or acknowledge that. And so, or you wouldn't have the capacity emotionally to communicate that, or you could have tried to bring up things to your parents about something that upset you or that made you angry or what have you. And it was kind of like pushed aside, or it wasn't looked into, or stop being sensitive or overreacting or psychoanalyzing everything or something along these lines. But I feel like you're going through some sort of learning curve right now, to do with looking at your past and healing your inner child. Okay, as you've created more and more distance from certain people or your family or what have you, yeah, it's like you're able to see things that you didn't see before. And now that it's actually a blessing that you've now moved yourself away or gone no or little contact with these people. Strength card, Leo energy. Page of Pentacles, upright. I mean, goodness. With Temperance. Yeah, that's the message I'm getting. I'm getting something being brought to do with your upbringing, to do with the home, to do with family. It's like, well, yeah, they did the material things, right? They put a roof over our head, you know, they paid for clothes for us, and you know, they gave us food and what have you, but basically the bare minimum before social services have to come in, right? Because if you're going to be a parent, that's what you have to do, right? That is part and parcel of it, right? But there was not that much emotion. um I'm hearing something to do with emotional neglect or abandonment, or um not feeling understood or what have you, right? But it's just it's weird because it's like, oh well, it doesn't seem to add up because everything looks to be of a certain way. Like, oh, we go on a holiday, or you know, they get me the odd treat now and again, like the odd toy or the odd gift, or they, you know, take me out for lunch or do this, that, and the third, or whatever it is, right? But then it's something to do with the emotional side of things, I'm hearing, okay? Gosh, this is really deep, guys. What on earth is going on here? So I feel like there's a lot of internal work going on to do with reflecting back in regards to your past or your home or your family life. Yeah, look at that. Thinking about the past. You see how this person looks like they're going to the past, right? That not everything is what it seems here with the Seven of Swords and the Emperor. I mean, we have potentially a father figure here or an um, authoritative. Is that it? Like a strict or traditional kind of parent here. It's like, yeah, materially and financially they're providing of certain things, but they're absent, or they abandoned and left, or what have you, with the King of Cups. So that there was something missing. I'm hearing that actually all of this has played a really big part in regards to romantic relationships. I'm getting something to do with a father or a mother wound, right? That has kept them on hold here with the Hanged One, right? Anything else here? Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. What did I just say about thinking about the past and how it's making effect on your present current love relationships? As I go to break up the deck with the Knight of Wands and the Lovers. I mean, Gemini energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you feel like you don't even have a love life, right? With the Death card. Like maybe you're single, or you've been single a long time and you've been sad about this with the Five of Cups. But I feel like there was a lot to look at how all of everything that you went through to do with like father and mother wounds have made a big impact in regards to, you know, you getting into a serious relationship with someone, or committing to someone, or starting a family with someone, or blending families with someone. If you already have children and in that particular relationship didn't necessarily work out. What's going on here, please? Feelings of abandonment here with the Five of Pentacles. Feeling rejected, feeling left out. I'm hearing doing of everything to get noticed. It's like trying to earn love. Maybe love felt transactional, conditional. Well, if I achieve this, that, and the third, then I'll showcase that I'm worthy of love, and that I will finally be seen and recognized with the Knight of Cups, as I effing say that. I mean, goodness, this is weird, right? If I go up and beyond and do all of this, then, you know, maybe I'll be appreciated. Maybe I'll be recognized with that Six of Wands. Maybe I'll be seen. I'm hearing maybe I'll even be chosen by someone. But I'm hearing it's about choosing yourself. I feel like you've done a lot of that, of choosing, to be there for everybody else and doing of everything for everybody else and working to be a particular way in order to appease everybody else or satisfy everyone else, but you may not be fully sure about what it is that you want or who you are or how to regulate your emotions or tend to you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there may be difficulties in that with the Nine of Swords, right? Here, there, and everywhere with the Two of Pentacles again coming through. I'm hearing that you're going to be choosing yourself, and if others want to call you selfish for it, then fine, fair enough, you can do that, right? But that's not true, okay? Page of Cups. There's something to do with accomplishments here. Well, if I reach this particular goal or this milestone, or if I get this particular qualification or this degree, or if I earn this amount of money, or if I do this, then, I'll finally feel in a position and place of feeling lovable and worthy of love. I'm even hearing that maybe you've been working in that so much and that's been as a distraction rather than having love relationships, and you're just saying, well, I'm too busy for this, that, and the third. I've got this going on, and and work is kind of like something you escape to. Yeah, escapism here. Look at that with the Hangman. When really your wish fulfillment would be for you to have a connection with somebody who truly got you, who understood you, who genuinely wanted to be there for you, right? As much as you're there for everybody else. Four of Swords. Some of you are completely and utterly exhausted. I'm hearing running yourself into the ground, basically, with focusing so much on your business or your career or your projects, where your health is not really in the best place, okay? Because I feel like all you've wanted is this peace, this calm, this stability. You've wanted to feel like you're having a win and enjoy your life, but final message for Capricorn. This is really heavy. I might have to put like a trigger warning on this or something. Judgment, Sagittarius energy. I'm hearing you deserve to receive as well. You deserve to receive as well. You deserve somebody or people around you to put that time, that effort, that energy into you, to make you a priority. And the Chariot. But I feel like there's something shifting here where you're tending to you, okay? Because I genuinely get this impression there's been something that you have pushed so far down for so long, to the point where you may not even fully acknowledge like what it is that you have going on. I mean, to be honest, you may not even have the best of memories of certain things in the past, okay? Final messages. Knight of Cups. Page of Swords. I'm hearing once you bring this focus onto yourself, and if other people want to say you're selfish, fine, fair enough, or that you're being obsessed with yourself, right? We know that's not to be true. You're just pouring into you in the ways um, that others basically pour into themselves, right? But I feel like you've been giving from an empty cup here. You hadn't been filling up your own cup properly. So there's something to change there in regards to priority. Look at that, the Strength card and the Ace of Cups. You see how this person is holding a full cup and it's closed? So you're filling up your own cup and keeping that closed and not really overly giving or being there for everyone else or doing this, that, and the third until your cup is in a position and place where it's overflowing, and then you can be, giving here. But I'm hearing that the universe is about to gift you as well, right? The universe is about to gift you, because I feel like you've been through some really troublesome things, and it's not been easy. It's been very slow for you to get to where you want to get to, and there have been many bumps in the road, right? But there's now momentum picking up for you, and you soon will be able to let go of an emotional weight that you've been carrying, or certain duties or obligations, right? Responsibilities here. You'll be able to let that go and be free from that all, and basically taking on what's only yours really to take on. I mean, unless you are a parent, right, and you have children, then of course you have to be there and tend to your children and everything else. But, right, it's important to make sure that you are taking good care of yourself, okay? But anyway, guys, that's all the messages I'm picking up on. Quite a deep reading, to be honest with you, but if it resonates for someone out there, then it resonates. But we have 1010, 888, 717, 2020, 555, 88, 888, 444, 111, 1111. Strong Aquarius coming through. We do have Sagittarius coming through. Air, earth, fire, and water, obviously, right? But that's going to be the end of the reading. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much for those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys in those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on future updates or content on the channel. But I hope that you have a good week. Sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.